Asked.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, for that inspiring question. My name is Grace Michael, and I must say I've really, really, really been inspired and enlightened by all your lectures so far. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate. Although I have some questions that I've been pondering upon, like during the course of the training, and I would really like for you to throw more light on these things, because I've really been thinking about it. You know, this is a project management. You have to do everything real. This is a real life. We are handling real life people. So I've actually been thinking, okay, I hope they don't wear you out, because I trust you can actually deliver. So my questions are actually into two sections: the introduction aspect and then the project risk management area as well. The first question I have here is, please, sir, as a project manager or an entrepreneur, how do you make arrangement for unforeseen contingencies like death, accident, like things that we cannot actually predict? Okay, that's my first question from the risk management aspect. Now, secondly, what are the various sources of funds available to a new, young, passionate, to a new, young and passionate project manager? Actually, this one comes in two, okay? The other part is how or what are the profit sharing modality available for such situation? That's under the introduction. I don't know if that's necessary, okay? Thirdly, when you said there are three factors that could lead to an end of the project, I want you to actually throw more light on that, throw more light on when the objective can no longer be met. Thank you very much, sir.
Your first question is, as a project manager, what do you do in times of unforeseen contingencies like death? All right, that's a very beautiful question. You see, when it comes to the issue of death, this death could be from the project manager himself dying. What we do in terms of unforeseen contingencies, that question you asked is a question under risk management. Risk management. Now, if a project is given to you, whether it is death or accident or injury, whatever will happen to you, there are two ways of there are several ways of managing that situation. The first way is by insuring your life. We have the insurance company. You can insure your life. That means if anything happens to you, the project will not come to an end. The insurance company picks up, come up and supports that particular project. Now, the project manager will always have an assistant, always. Any project you have, that's why we don't work alone. An assistant can always do what a project manager can do. Death is something like death is something nobody can predict. So if there's an assistant who understands how the job is already going, your demise will not bring an end to the project. Sometimes project managers intentionally stay out of a project. Now, the essence of staying out of a project is to see if the project can actually run without them. If you have a project that is running for 6-7 months and if you're not there, that project cannot go on, then that means there's a problem. It's supposed to be that at a particular point in time, your presence or your absence does not actually take anything away from that project. So that means you're not working alone. You have people working with you in case of incasity. So it does not change anything whether you are there or you're not there. Now, I will say something very important, and that is a will writing. In this case, we don't talk of will writing. Will writing is when somebody has property and the person decides to say, okay, I will this to this, I will will that to this. That's not what we do here. We don't do will. What we do here is continuity. We make sure that there is somebody that is going to always continue, even if you're not there. So you call that person, the person is also a project manager, but you call the person project manager 2. You are project manager 1. So for every project you have, there should be always a project manager 1, project manager 2, who can always pick up from wherever that project stops. Then that's question 1 you asked. Then question 2, you talked about a very young entrepreneur, hardworking, passionate entrepreneur who needs fund. Maybe you get a project and now the issue you're having is source for fund. I think this is a very peculiar question that everybody needs to pay attention to, source of fund. Now, I will really hammer on source of fund because source of fund is a serious issue. Now, there are different bodies that usually support young entrepreneurs. We have people they call venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are people who have money. All they do is you come and tell them the business you want to do. If they understand your business and they appreciate your business, then they support your business. At the end of the day, both of you will talk about, I think your next question is on profit sharing. But let me tell you about the different sources before we talk of profit sharing. Venture capitalists will always make sure that the project you're doing is something worthwhile before they support you. Are we together? Then we also have family and friends. Family and friends are just like the name implies, family and friends. Then we also have the bank, but the bank is always not a very good option because if you bank loan may take you longer than you even need the business you're doing. So we also have another one they call crowdfunding. I think I've mentioned venture capitalists, I've mentioned family and friends, I've mentioned banks, then I'm mentioning the fourth one. And the fourth one is what? Crowdfunding. I hope we are following. Yes. Crowdfunding. Now, in crowdfunding, what is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is where a group of people come together. Somebody comes up with a very, very good business he has. His problem is money. So a group of people will invest their money for you. Maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 people come to invest their money. Invest their money for that project. At the end of the day, they will discuss profit sharing, how profit will be shared. I will discuss that one. Then the fifth one is what we call angel investors. Number one, let me repeat it again so that you get it right. Number one is called venture capitalists. Group of people who specialize on if your project makes sense to them, then they give you. Number two, we call it family and friends. Number three, we call it bank. Then number four, we call it crowdfunding. Then number five is called angel investors. You can just, from their name, angel investors. An angel is somebody that always come and help you. They come to help you at any point in time the project is not going well. Let's say you secure a project now, you say, okay, I need an angel investor. An angel investor will put all their money. They are not like venture capitalists that will study everything. No, all they need to do is that they just come and they collect the project from you financially. You are doing the work, they are bringing the finance. You are doing the work, they are bringing the finance. You are doing the work, they are bringing the finance. Then when you're done, then they discuss profit sharing formula. I think that's two. Then your second question is on the sharing formula. So now, sharing formula differs. The way family and friend will share profits with you is not the way the bank will share with you. It's not the way the crowdfunding method will share with you. Neither is it the way the angel investor. But all in all, sharing formula should be done before the project begins. So that at the end of the day, the person who brings a higher percentage will discuss how much he's going to gain. Maybe we're giving 50-50, 60-40%. So it should be agreed upon before the project begins so that there will be no issue of you said so and now you are doing so. If you agree that at the end of the day, if we make a profit of 100 million naira, I take 40%, you take 60%. It should be discussed and agreed upon. Are we together? Profit sharing is usually not an issue when it is discussed upon. Profit sharing becomes an issue only if it is discussed after the project or after the contract. That's when people become greedy and said, I didn't know that this project will bring much money like this. So since it has brought much money like this, give me so. But if we have agreed I'm giving you 20%, if I make extra, you still take your 20%. Are we clear there? Yes. Then your third question is about when does a project, the factors that lead to the end of a project. And if you remember, we said there are 3 factors that lead to the end of the project. And the one you're asking us about is what happens when the project's objectives can no longer be met? I think that's your question, right? Yes. Now, when the objectives can no longer be met, what it means, I'll tell you what to do, then I'll tell you what it means first. What it means when the objective can no longer be met, it means all the objectives you have stated to achieve, somebody has flaunted all of the objectives. Maybe the project sponsor, now you have told him I need this project in 2 weeks' time, and he's delivering the project for you in 3 weeks' time. Are you seeing it? Yes, sir. Then another one again, when the person running the project for you dies, you gave example of death. If the person running the project for you is singularly doing it on his own and the person dies along the line, if the person dies, you can see death. If the person dies, then the project objective cannot be met again. because the person who is doing it is dead. Then number two, we have change in government policies. Change in government policy. Now, change in government policy can lead to the end of a project. Do you know why? The government of the land can say so in 6 months' time. Maybe there's a change of power and a new government comes on board and the government change the way business is done and it affects the objective you have stated before. Then that project can come to an end. Do you understand? Then we also have another one we call natural disasters or natural factors. Natural factors or natural disasters are factors beyond your control. That means, for example, you have a particular project and then we have something like earthquake, tsunami, volcano, and the rest of them. You may not be able to meet the objectives again. Why? Because these natural factors will force you out of that project. So that is what happens. So what you do when these particular things happen is that you don't do what you do. Listen carefully. You don't do what you do before it happens. You do after it happens. You don't do what you do after it happens. You do what you do before it happens. So before death occurs, before a change in government policy occurs, before natural disasters occur, you make it very clear. If at any point in time the objectives of this project cannot be met, what do we do? So number one, if the project objective cannot be met, number one, you now write it. You write something like this. Let me show you something. You write like this. This one is an agreement between you and the sponsor now, the project manager and the sponsor. You now write something like this. You say, one, termination of the project. You see, all this could be option you people agree upon. Then at the end of the day, you select the one that is okay by you. Number two, you can say, you share profit as far as the project has reached. Share profit as far as the project has reached. Then number three, you transfer the project to somebody else. Transfer the project. Are you seeing it? So now all these are some of the things that will be stated clearly from the beginning. Termination of the project, share profit as far as the project has gone. Then number three, transfer the project. So if, for example, now, before the project started, you now agreed upon, okay, if you reach at any point in time you cannot do it, I'll just transfer it to somebody else. If that is what both of you agreed, you see it is very, very easy. It's no longer a problem again. Why? Because we only do what we agreed upon. That's why a project or a contract always comes with agreements. That's why we have the project charter, a document that empowers you that you sign. We have letter of justification. All these things are proof where you need to come and certify whatever you are saying. So that at the end of the day, there will be no rift between the sponsor and the project manager. I believe that with these answers I've given you, they are very clear enough. Yes. So thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. Greetings to everyone. You're welcome to Exford Global Training Center. My name is Dr. Henry Damian. Today we are going to be looking at customer service relations management. And customer service relations management centers more on the customer. We train you on how to relate with customers so that you can retain them, improve their attitude, and make sure that they gain the best. Customer service also gives an opportunity for customers to be the ones making the marketing for you. You know, in business, if your customers do the marketing and advert for you, that is where your business really has begun. If you must pay so much advert, so much money to do adverts, then you're still starting growing in the business. But the moment customers themselves are the ones making the adverts for you, promoting your business, that means that you're doing a customer care service very well. So we are going to be training you on all that. Thank you very much. Stay well and listen, and I know you will learn a lot. Thank you. Welcome to our training on customer service relation management proper now. So here we are going to give you all the course outline of what we are going to be discussing. So I will run you through the course outline and then take them one after the other. I think we are good then. All right, so these are the course outline. So course outline. Number one is, what is customer service? That's the first course outline. What is customer service? Topic 2, what is customer service relationship management. Topic 3, how to build relationship with, how to build a strong relationship, with your customers. That's topic 3. Then topic 4 is called types of customers. Topic 5 is called how to deal with angry customers. Topic 6 is called customer needs. Topic 7 is called customer service skills. So I want you to take note of the course outline we have given. Even though I'm going to run through them one after the other, the moment I'll be taking them one after the other. So what we have here is, number 1, what is customer service? Number 2, what is customer service relationship management? Number 3, how to build a strong relationship with your customers. Number 4, types of customers. Number 5, how to deal with angry customers. Then number 6, customer needs. Number 7, customer service skills. So now we are going straight to topic 1. Just like we said, we've written our course outline. So now we go straight to topic 1. What is customer service? What is customer service? Customer service can be defined as the provision of service to customers before, during, and after purchase. Let me come again. Customer service can be defined as the provision of service to customers before, during, and after purchase. Now, the key word in this definition is during, before, and after purchase. You see, most business people think that once you have served your goods to your customers, you're done with them. But that's very wrong in customer service. That's not the end of customer service. Customer service continues even after the purchase. That means the person has bought everything, has paid you complete money. You can decide to even tell the person, we send people, depending on what you supply to sell to the person, you can tell the person, we will send people who follow you home to go and help you install what you bought. For example, somebody bought an air conditioner from you, if that's what you sell. You won't tell the person, when you get home, you get people that will fix it for you. No. Customer service requires that there should be people you have that will follow him or her home and go and fix it for them, especially when there are technical devices that we need an expert to fix them up. That's what we mean by after purchase. Then what do you do to customers before they come? You see, we say customer service is providing service to customers before, during, and after purchase. What do you do before customers come? What you do before customers come, you predict what customers will want, what customers will need, and you provide it for them before they come, depending on the nature of the business you're doing. There are customers that will not want you to, they will not want to stand and they buy from you and you say, please wait, let me go and look for change to give you. Some customers don't like that. So what do? You make provision for change, you make provision for where they will sit down when they come, you make provision for everything you know they will need before they come. So before they say they need change, you say have it. Before they say they need this one, you say have it. Before they say you need this one, you say have it. They say, is there everything you have? You let them know, I care so much about you. I am here for you, and that is why I provided everything before you came. This is good customer service. Then during now is when they are now there with you now. Now, some of the things you do for customers during is that it comes with maybe the price tag. If you've already said this is 800 naira, this is the last, there's a way the person will bargain and you say, okay, I don't do this. But we have been together for a very long time, so I can just remove 15 naira for you. See, you're still servicing him even during business. There are other things you can also give him. You say, okay, I'm thirsty. You don't provide water to customers. It's not part of your business. But a thirsty customer is here. You can open your fridge and carry one bottle of water and give him. That is not part of your business because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. But this customer is thirsty, so you're serving him during the business. So that's why we say it is the service you provide to them before, during, and after. Once you take note of this service before, during, and after, you always keep your customers satisfied and happy. Customer service is all about you making customers satisfied at the end of the day. So if you can't give them what they need, you will see them, they always either leave you on time. Now, the only way customers remain and retain with you is when you serve them before, during, and after purchase. Are we together? All right, so we can now move to topic 2. Topic 2 is what is customer service relation management? What is customer service relation management? Somebody will be wondering, what's the difference between customer service and customer service relation management? Now, when you move to customer service relation management, now you are not talking about how to manage people's behavior, how to manage people's attitude. Who are the people we are talking about? Customers. Customers have attitude. Abi, customers have behavior. What do you do to their behavior? You learn their behavior and see how you can what? You can adjust your own self to be able to relate to their behavior. For example, when you meet customers that are so rude, you won't answer them the way you are. You have to adjust your attitude to suit their condition. This is what customer service relation is all about. Customer service relation management is all about. How do you manage these people based on the way they relate to you? Are we together? You don't expect every customer to be a happy customer. Neither do you expect every customer to be a sad customer. Neither do you expect to always meet rich customers. There are rich customers that don't bargain. I hope you know. When they come, anything you tell them, they pay. When they come, anything, how do you do? There's a way they also relate with those people. Don't say because they pay anything. There's a way you still relate to them. If you don't relate well with them, you will not see them again. There are customers that will keep bargaining and bargaining and bargaining. There's a way they also relate with them. So how you relate with them is what customer service relationship management is about. So now what do? We advise business people to study the kind of business they want to do based on the kind of customers that will patronize your business. If you are a man, for example, I hope if you're listening to me now, listen carefully. If you're a man and you want to set up a business like boutique where you sell clothes for ladies, if you know you have very soft spots for ladies, then that business is not good for you. Because most of the ladies will take advantage of the fact that you're so soft with them, and before you know, you end up giving them out everything. Why? Because this one comes and smile, this one come and touch your cheek, this one come and rub your head, and at the end of the day, you've given out everything. Do you understand? So you see, you are not managing that business very well. That shows that this person does not have a good customer service relation management. I hope you understand what we are saying. So you study their attitude and choose the business you want to do. Are you seeing? Customers' attitude can make you choose the business you want to do. Unprofessionals will say, no. I want to sell babies. I want to sell underwears. I want to sell shoe for men. If you want to sell shoe for men, first of all, study the kind of men that will come to your place. The customers determine how the business will go. If you say, me, I don't like old people, I don't know how to relate with old people, then don't go and sell old people's product. If you sell old people's product, it's old people that will be coming there. I hope we're understanding. So the customers determine the kind of business you go into. Once that one is settled, then you'll be a very, very good customer service personnel. All right, so that being said, we'll move to the next topic. The next topic is topic 3, and topic 3 is how to build relationship with your customers. How do you build a strong relationship with your customers? That's very important. Let me tell you something before we go about building strong relationship. Anybody that has no strong relationship with his customers have high tendency of losing them. Let me repeat it again. Anybody who is in business that has no good relationship with his customers, the tendency of losing those customers become high. And that is why we'll teach you how to build strong relationship with your customers. So the first way to build strong relationship with your customers, always give them unexpected things. Come to them, let them be full of unexpected events. For example, they just come. Let me explain to you what we mean by unexpected events. Be full of unexpected events. Today, they just come and purchase what they want to purchase. And you say, today, we have decided to give free handkerchief to all our customers. They say, what is happening? You say, nothing. We just chose today to give our customers free handkerchief. considering the fact that today is a very hot day. Did they plan for such a thing? No. You are building strong relationship with them. When as simple as handkerchief is, some of handkerchief, how much is it? But you are sending a message to them. Most people don't understand this thing. They will say, so how will I make my profit? It's not about making your profit. You need to build relationship with them so that even when you increase the price of your product, they'll be the one giving excuses for you. This is how proper business is done to retain customers. So you can see, you can even come another day again. I just give example of handkerchief. You can come another day again and they come, all of them know that this product is 500 naira. All of them know that this product is 1,000 naira. And you say today the company decided to do, maybe it's on a Tuesday or Wednesday, you say the company decided to do a Black Wednesday. They say, what is the meaning of Black Wednesday? You are the one that carved the name. You see, when you want to build strong relationship with somebody, you must think, what do I do to leave a mark in this person's heart? Let me tell you the truth. Any customer you leave a mark in his heart positively will always come back to you. So when the customer comes and says, madam, what do you mean by Blue Wednesday? You say Blue Wednesday in Exford Global is a period whereby we remove 2% from the price of all our products. They say, wow, madam, Osa, that's very interesting. You say, we do this because we care about you. We started this business about you. It's all about you. Your happiness is our concern. Your happiness is our priority. And that is why we are slashing down this product. So if this one is 1,000 naira today, you pay us 950 naira. If this one is 2,000 naira today, you pay us 1,850 naira. As little as that small reduction is, you are building a strong relationship with them. That is what we call creating unexpected events. Hope we are following. Now, the second way to build a strong relationship with your customers is to always inform them of the happenings in the market. I will explain what I mean by under-happenings in the market. What do I mean by always inform them of the under-happenings in the market? Don't keep your customers in the dark. If customers come, let customers know that are they aware that now the Nigerian government has passed a policy on, and this policy government has passed has a way of affecting this business. You see, you're carrying them along. You will not just come and just raise price from 200 naira to 700 naira. So they should know now. Are they not in the country? You see, people who are not unprofessionals, this is how they talk. Everybody's in the country, they know now. Sometimes when I stop cab, they want to take me somewhere. We already know the price. They will say, you should know that there's no fuel in the country. Don't tell customers you should know. That's not how to build strong relationship with customers. You give them information. If you have their numbers, you send them text message. With the recent happenings in Nigeria now, Exford Global is thinking on how to make some price changes so that we'll be able to carry you along and serve you better. Are you seeing it? You want to increase price, but see the way you're bringing the information to them. It's sounding sweet, even though you're still increasing price. They know it's not your fault because now you're talking about the happenings in the country. That's what we talk about. Inform them of the under-happenings in the markets. In this way, you build relationship with them because they feel that you don't keep them in the dark. Then number 3, reward loyal customers. Reward loyal customers. If somebody, what do we mean by loyalty in business? Loyalty in business is somebody that's always stand the test of time. When your products are not available, the person is there for you to buy. When the products are excess, the person is there for you. When things are not going well, the person is there for you. The person has proven beyond that there is a loyal customer to you. So there are times you reward them. How do you reward them? Sometimes you do what we call buy one and take 3 home. Buy one and take 2 home. Somebody comes and buy 1 product and you give him 2 because you are rewarding him for what he has been doing. People want to know that you appreciate what they have been doing. You won't say, after all, it's not buying. No. If they have been consistent with you, no matter the condition, there should be a time when you reward them. Number 4, use improved technology to serve customers better. All right, now this number 4, use improved technology to serve customers better. You want to build relationship. We are in a changing technological world. We are in a world where technology is changing. Are we together? So now, if you are in business with customers, there should be time when you now begin to serve them. They say, you are no longer using the old typewriter for us. You say, no, we are not using typewriter again. We are now using iPad. Okay, oh, you are no longer using this machine that you will sew, then you take to another machine to go and weave. You say, no, we have gotten a machine that can sew and weave at the same time. That means that, you see, you are relating with these people with improved technology. The customers know that now you really don't want to go out of business, so they can put their trust in you, knowing fully whether you are ever ready to follow the changing technology. There is no time when they will remain outdated because you refuse to meet up with the recent technology. So in this way, you can build very good relationship with them. Then number 5, remember their special days. That's the 5th one. Number 5. Let me clean it. I can write it here since we have already discussed this one. Number 5, remember their what? Special days. What do we mean by their special days? Their special days could mean what? Their special days could mean their what? Their special days could mean their birthday, right? So you can just, maybe you have their numbers. Imagine somebody, just imagine an onion seller. Imagine an onion seller taking the database of her or his customer. As little as selling onions may look, somebody sells onions and any customer that comes, he gets their name. After, when you relate well with people, they will give you their number and you can even ask them their date of birth, just the month and the date. And you send them text message, they will be very happy from so onion seller. That person knows that you value him. Did you observe that banks are the first people that always send text message of congratulations or happy birthday? The banks are telling you that we care about you. Everybody wants to know you care about them on their special day. Are we there? All right, the next subtopic is types of customers. That's topic 4. Types of customers. Types of customers. All right, the first type of customer we have are called the loyal customers. Loyal customers. The second customers we have are called the seasonal customers. Seasonal customers. Then the third customers we have are the one we call the impulse buying customers. Impulse buying customers. Impulse buying. Then the fourth customers we have are the ones we call window shopping customers. Window shopping customers. Then the fifth one we have are the ones they call wandering customers. Wandering customers. So I've listed 5. I'll talk a little bit about them. The first one I said is what? The loyal customers. Now, these loyal customers, why are they called loyal customers? They are loyal customers because when the price of your products go high, they remain with you. When your price go low, they are with you. When you run out of stock, there are times you don't have anything and your next neighbor have. Instead of them to go to your next neighbor, they will stay with you anytime you get, except you tell them to go to another person to buy. They are very rare. But if you find them, you value them and treat them well. These ones will be the ones to do for you free publicity, free adverts, free personal selling. Why? Because you have won their loyalty. And let me tell you what you do if you want to get these people. You don't get them by mouth. You get loyal customers by winning their loyalty. So how do you win their loyalty? You win their loyalty by making them know that even though you are in business to make money, for their own sake, you personalize them. Personalize them. When they come, you show them that this is our product. You see, we sell Indomie here. Are you seeing Indomie? But we know that you run a canteen. So we made this particular Indomie for you. Assuming your name is MM, or your name is Grace, or your name is John, on your own particular Indomie, all your own, only you will write Grace or special Indomie. Some people, when you insult them, they will not retaliate. But if you are the type they insult, you must insult, and you are this, you can't say it out. Now, the process of not saying it out shows that you have learned what we call customer attitude skill. The next skill you must learn, we call it customer language skill. Are you seeing? Attitude is different from language. Now, there are languages you don't use to customers. Most people's business are suffering and stagnating because they don't know how to talk to their customers. You see, somebody has been standing in the sun from morning to night, so he believes that the customer should understand that he has been standing in the sun since afternoon. It's not your customer's business that you have been in the sun. You are the one that chose the business that kept you in the sun. So when the customer comes and you are pricing, the customer is bargaining, some people will get angry. Ah, madam, what's your problem? How can you be touching this one, touching this one, touching this one? I say, excuse me, are you talking to me in this manner? What is the person talking about? Your customer language skill. You say, yeah, how did I talk to you? You were busy touching all my product. Are you aware that it's people that will still eat all these things you are touching? Excuse me, but is it me you're talking to this way? The person is still insisting on your language. all of you know that what I'm saying is the truth. They always insist on, wait, excuse me, but is it me you're talking to in this manner? Is it me? Do you know who I am? Is it because I came to your shop to buy? Are you seeing it? Why? The customer is simply telling you the language you used on me is what I'm hammering. Why? That's a businessman refused to go and learn what we call customer language skill. You can actually tell a customer that is touching all your products, not to touch all your products in a very polite way, and the customer will not even know that you're telling him not to touch all those products. Let me give you an example. If you're selling edible and the customer touches this one, touches that one, touches this one, you see how you do it. You say, okay, what we are going to do at the end of the day is that everyone you touch will just carry all and give you because they're already your own. As you're touching them, they simply belong to you. You see, are you seeing it? You are creating homework, but you're sending a message to that person. These things, they learn them. Most people's business are stagnating because they don't want to go and learn all these things. They just believe that they have money to open shop. And that's why most people's business are not doing well, because they refuse to learn these skills. But you see that these things are being taught. Are you seeing it? You can see how important the customer language skill is. So the next skill is what we call empathy skill. Empathy. Now, what do we mean by empathy skills? Empathy skills, empathy is not sympathy. Empathy means you show concern to people's issue. So whatever they are saying, you show them concern. Oh, I understand the way you feel. Are you seeing it? I understand the way you feel. I can understand that they've not paid salary. Somebody will come to you and come and pour his salary they've not paid to him. Do you know the government has not paid us for 5 months? Excuse me, I have my product and the government are not the one that has paid for my product. And a customer come and is telling you they've not paid him for 5 months. So what do you do in such situation? You must show them. So you see that now you show concern to them. That means you don't come and say, have you not heard where some business people tell their customer, how the salary where they never pay concern me? Am I the government that is owing you? Are you seeing? You don't talk to customers this way. Do you know when you talk to them this way, do you know what they will say? They will say, okay, so what I'm passing through is none of your business. It's okay, no problem, then they go. I'm not saying you must give them credit or you must serve them, but at least you show them that you understand with them. Now, do you know what you do? You will leave your business and talk about their situation. This is how you show empathy to people. When they talk about they've not paid them for 5 months, you see the government of this country, I don't know what they are turning into. How do you expect somebody to work for 5 months and you don't pay him? What do you want the person to do? Do you want him to steal? What's the meaning of, are you seeing it? You are showing empathy. Hope we are together. In this way, customers can be able to trust and love you. Remember, this is customer service skills. Are you seeing it? Then number 6, we call it listening skills. Can you imagine that listening is a skill? Listening to somebody talking is a skill. Let me tell you how we work on listening skills. Listening skills means that at every point in time when somebody is talking, you shut your mind and listen to what he's saying. Not that somebody is talking, already what you want to say, he's just talking his own. You are talking, me, what I want to do is in my mind. No, as a businessman, you don't do that kind of a thing to customers. When they are talking, you shut your mind and listen to everything they are saying. They can be wrong, they can be saying nonsense, they can be saying something that does not make sense. But at the end of the day, let them understand that whatever they are saying, I am listening to everything. And the way you prove, let me tell you how you prove to customers you are listening to them. By repeating to them back what they said when they think you are not listening to them. When they are done saying, they say, madam, I know you still don't understand what I'm saying. Say, I do. Now, don't say I do and you keep quiet. When you say I do, then you tell them. You are not saying verbatim exactly what they are saying. You say I do. See, you now tell them exactly what they have just told you. They say, also, madam, you mean you were paying attention to everything I was saying? Say, I pay attention to you. You are my customer. I value you. You are an important person to me, so why would I not listen to what you're saying? You see, once you create all these kind of things to customers, let me tell you something people don't understand. Customers are human beings. Customers are not robots. Customers are human beings. They have emotions, they have memory, and they have feelings. Whether it's a man or a woman, every human being has memory, emotions, and feeling. Once you care about their feeling, you care about their emotion, and you care about their memory. So you care about them. They put everything in their memory. A time will come when you will be surprised. There are a lot of people selling the same thing you are selling. There are 5 people selling. Some of them will travel all the way and come and look for you. People will be wondering, is it? I don't understand. You mean you left all the way from Abuja to come to Lagos State just to buy this thing? You say, no, I have a friend that stays here. I came to see him, so I said, let me use the opportunity to come and buy this. But they sell this thing too in Abuja. Since I'm here, I said, let me buy from you. You cannot get those kind of customers if you have not practiced all these kind of skills on them. Are we together? So that is what we are trying to say. So thank you for listening. You're welcome to our question and answer session where we give opportunities for everyone to ask their questions. So you're free to ask your questions and we'll provide the answers to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for this nice and wonderful lecture. My name is S. Maru, and my question goes like this. How do you deal with customers who are proud and rude?
That's a very good question. How do you deal with proud and rude customers? Remember, we talked about how to deal with angry customers. Am I right? Now, for the case of proud customers, listen, we have proud customers that are not rude. Then we have rude customers that are not proud. Then we have proud customers that are rude. So your question is, how do we relate with proud? They are proud and then they are still rude at the same time. How do you relate with them? Because they are customers, you need them. First and foremost, what is pride? Pride is when somebody praises himself above himself. When somebody comes to you now in your shop and he says, how much is this product? And you say it's 500 naira. And you say, well, when I traveled to the UK, this was not the kind of quality they gave me. When I moved over to Germany, it wasn't like this. Then I came down to Japan, it wasn't like this. I don't even understand what people are doing here. Are you seeing? The person is feeling himself above you. Now, the best way to relate with proud customers, I will talk about and the rude, but let me pick proud first. The best way to relate with proud customers is not to ignore them, but ignore what they are saying. Let me come again. There's a difference between ignoring somebody and then ignoring what he's saying. If somebody is talking to you and you ignore the person, that means you excuse the person and continue what you're doing. You have ignored that person. You don't ignore customers. They're important to us. If somebody is telling you about how he has been gallivanting all over the world just to intimidate you, you mean this product, where did you buy it? You say in Onitsha, or you say you bought it in Aba, and you say, wow, while I was in US, this is not how we saw it. When I moved down to Jamaica, it wasn't like this. Way back in the UK, it's not so. Then I moved to Mexico, it's not like this. Maybe, I'm sure you've not gone around the world. That's why you're still, are you seeing what this person is doing to you? This person is proud and rude at the same time. So what you do first of all is to deal with his proud before we talk to the rude. If proud own, ignore the statement he's saying, but don't ignore him. Let me repeat for the last time. Ignore his statement, but don't ignore him. That means that when he's talking about how he has got affected the whole world, don't talk about it. Keep talking about the product we are talking about here. Well, for this product serves this. Are you seeing it? Your concentration is on his product, because if you put your emphasis on what he's saying, you become angry with him. Remember, he's important to you. Proud people, first of all, the way we relate with proud people, you ignore proud people. But in business, we don't ignore proud people. We ignore what is they are saying that is making them proud to us. Then the other part, which is the being rude. Being rude is that somebody is trying to show you that you're trying to tell him how you do your part, how you operate here, and he's trying to demean you and make you look irrelevant, make you look as if you don't know what you're doing. You say, this man is very rude. Not only is he proud, he's even rude on top of it. Now, let me tell you something. People who are rude, you cannot solve their solution verbally with your mouth and say, oh, guy, you're a rude person. No, this is not how you're supposed to. No, you don't tell them they are rude. You relate with them based on that rude nature. That's why we taught you about behaviors of customers. Now, when you meet rude people, assume that this is who they are. Don't relate with them based on who you are. Relate with them the way they relate with rude people. How do you relate with rude people? We don't chase them out of our business, but we let them know that this is what we have. If they are not ready for this one, maybe this product is not for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you see, at the end of the day, this person can never go home and say, you insulted me. No. With the way, assuming we have this product, and this man is proud and rude, it seems this particular product here is not for your kind of person. I think we may, maybe subsequent time when we have the one you need, we'll bring it. Say, who told you this one is not for me? I told you this is just this. You say, sir, don't worry. You make sure that you never attack them. No matter how rude the customers sound, you don't attack them. You only talk about your product. Keep talking about your product. For being proud, you ignore his statement and you keep talking about his product, your product, and how to serve him better. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Henry. My name is Grace Michael, and my question is this. It's regarding how to build a strong relationship. So in order to build strong relationship, how do you make your own profit if you must give out goods to loyal customer? I have two questions. The second one goes like this, and it's regarding empathy. What if the salesperson is not in his right frame of mind to show empathy to the customer due to his own financial and emotional situation at the moment, what is your professional advice to this, sir? Thank you very much.
Your question is, I like that question. Your question is a very interesting and practical question. The first question you asked is, if we must give out goods, right, to keep loyal customers, so how do we make our profit if we are going to be giving out goods to keep loyal customers? Now, let me give you an example of what we do. You see, for every profit you make, there will be a sacrifice for each profit you make. If you're making a profit of 20 naira, 100 naira, 50 naira, you remove a part for them. Do you know you can open an account for loyal customers? That's advanced level of doing business. You open an account for loyal customers. That account you open may not necessarily have all the money in this world, but you just put a certain amount. That means if you have 5,000 naira in that account, it's for loyal customers. And mind you, giving loyal customers product may not make you to run at a loss, because it's not every time you're doing this thing. You can do it once a month. So I don't think, will once a month make you run at a loss? I don't think once a month will make you run at a loss. It's not like if every day you come, you buy handkerchief or you buy water or you buy, no. Okay, let me give you an example. If you share with them, assuming you're drinking water now, just watch, you're drinking water and a loyal customer comes in and he says, oh, he wants to drink water too, for example. If you have another bottle of water you kept that you will drink later, you will drink this one in the afternoon, drink this one in the evening. If you carry the other one and sacrifice, you see that means in the evening you will not drink anyone. You're not going to run at a loss. You are paying sacrifice to keep a loyal customers. So it's not necessary that you must spend so much to keep them. No. Before you begin to spend so much to keep a loyal customer, you must make sure that that particular loyal customers have brought in so much money that even if you spend so much trying to keep him, it will not affect the business. Are we together? All right, your second question is, if a businessman or a salesperson is not in the right frame of mind, say the businessman is passing through what the customer is passing through. I think that's your question. You meet an angry customer, you too, you're angry. You meet a customer and they say, show empathy to him. They have not paid your own husband his 5 months salary, and the person is coming, they've not paid his 2 months salary. So it's the same condition facing you. Now, the first thing you have to understand is that there is different level of showing empathy. There is empathy at the first stage and empathy second stage, third stage. Now, when somebody comes, you check the level of situation of what is given to you. If somebody is giving you a situation that is worse than your own situation, you have to pocket your situation at the back, no matter what you're passing through. That's what makes you professional. For example, they've not paid you for your husband for 5 months, or they've not paid your wife, or the landlord is disturbing you, or you're passing through, maybe you just lost a child, or you just lost a loved one, and now a customer is here telling you that, don't you know, I just love my whole family, and this. Let me tell you what to do in such situation. First of all, relate with his own situation. When you're relating with his own situation, his mind goes down, then you pop your own situation to him. Your own situation becomes extra compassion to him. Let me tell you, every human being is interested in himself first. Let me come again. Every human being is interested in himself first. If you understand this as a professional, then you will know that you can never place your own interest above your customer's interest. If you get that understanding. So it has to be about the customer's interest first before your own interest second. So if you tell a customer, oh, sorry about what happened to you, you are feeling very angry in you. Oh, sorry about what happened to you. This and it's okay. It's one of the things that happen in life. Life have up and down. My brother, do you even know what happened to me? Are you seeing it? You have brought his own first. Then he cannot hear your own. On no account, let me repeat it again, on no account should a professional customer personnel place his own interest above a customer's interest when it comes to empathy, because your question is on empathy. On no account is a don't. We have a rule about empathy. The rule about empathy is what I just said. Now, you never, the key word is never place your own situation above the situation of your customer. The moment you do that, you have failed rule number 1. No matter what you're passing through. If you lost all your children in an accident and the customer lost one child, that one child he lost becomes more important to you that time. That's why you're being trained. That's why you're a professional. People who see they cannot handle issues like this are people who have not been trained. Once you're being trained, we train you and say, okay, let me give you an example that will settle everything. When you call the customer care and you say you loaded 100 naira and it did not enter, don't you know that they too, some of them have loaded 5,000 naira in another this thing I didn't enter. Imagine I loaded 5,000 naira. I'm working with MTN, but I just sent my younger brother the last 5,000 I have, 5,000 naira. I sent my younger brother to load Glow, and my younger brother called me that the 5,000 you sent to me, brother, it didn't enter. Then somebody called me on phone that he loaded 100 naira, I did not enter, and he's insulting me. This is where you must play this rule. Never place your situation above the situation of a customer. That means that even though your 5,000 didn't enter, his 100 naira that didn't enter supersedes that your 5,000 naira. This is the number one rule of showing empathy. So thank you so much for the question you asked. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the lectures. My name is Oshatu Marvelous. Sir, what are the basic roles of a customer service manager in a corporate firm?
So the question you asked is the basic functions of a customer service relation representative. Now, let me clarify your questions. You know, there are questions people ask that they still don't put the question correctly. Let me add to your question. Now, if you say what are the basic function or basic role of a customer service personnel, is different from the roles of a customer service manager. Your question is the roles of a customer service manager. Are we together? Now, a customer service manager is not the same thing as a customer service personnel. A customer service, so listen carefully, a customer service manager is the manager that supervises all the customer personnel. So if we have a customer relations department, the customer manager supervises all the activities of all the customer service personnel in that organization. So if you are applying for a job post and they say vacancy, number 1, customer service relation manager. Number 2, customer service relation personnel. Don't say, the company made a mistake. They didn't make a mistake. The manager is the one that will oversee all of them. That means your job will not be to meeting customers personally one-on-one. They will meet the customers personally. Any issue that is above them, all the things that happened that day, they will come and report to you. So you are the one that takes stock of all the problems they are bringing. Are we together? That's for customer service relation manager. So your number 1 duty is to oversee the activities of all the customer service personnel. Then number 2, you take stock of all the complaints they are submitting to you. Number 3, you are the one that formulates policies because the manager is part of the board, he's part of the team. So you collect all the messages, you have to take it to the board, then they make decisions, then he brings decisions. So he makes policies and decisions. Are you seeing? His responsibilities is more than the personnel. No personnel can make policy. So if you are applying for customer service personnel, that means that you are applying, for example, if you are applying for customer service personnel in a bank, that means you are applying to be part of those that sit in the counter. You know those people that sit there now? They call them customer service personnel. That means that their own functions mean you will not supervise everybody because you are not the manager. Your number 1 duty is to take the issues of customers. Are we together? So I'm giving you you asked for 1 question, but I'm answering you 2 giving you 2 answers so that any which way you are balanced. Are we together? All right, so now you see for the customer service personnel, your number 1 function is to take note of all customers' issues. When a customer comes says, for example, in the bank, my ATM card is no longer working, even though the date has not expired, what's the problem? It's not an issue. If somebody cannot withdraw with his ATM, it's an issue. You take it down and treat his issue for him. If the person says that any money he puts, he does not receive alert again, he doesn't want to know what is going on, it's an issue. You take them. You don't call your manager and say, wait, let me call the manager. No, that's an issue you can handle. Are we together? These ones are personal customer service relations. So it's not necessarily only in the bank. Anywhere customers have issue and they employ you as a customer service personnel, you take down all their issues. It is when the issues overweigh you that you send a message. You don't call in the presence of a customer. You send a text message. They don't even know that you have sent a message. Your phone is there. And you just go to your phone and say, sir, this customer says that for over 7 months he has not been receiving a lot. I've checked and there's nothing to do. And you receive message. So the customer does not even know what is going on. And you solve his problem for him. Why? Because you are the personnel, not the manager. Are we together? That's your number 1 function. Then your number 2 function is that you take down their... You know, I told you take down their issues, right? Then the next one now, you take down their desires, their needs. This one now is not issue. A customer will just come and say, ma, it would have been better in this your bank if you people change this AC in this place. This AC is not reaching us. I sat here, I'm still feeling hot. You say, okay, taken. Is that an issue? No, he's telling you an observation he observed in your place of work. You say, thank you very much, noted. You can even tell him that if you see more things you notice like this, we have a suggestion box here. It's the function of the customer service personnel to direct them that they have a suggestion box where they can write down and put this thing. Are you seeing it? So that one is not your manager that will do that one again. Then another one again, your duty is to inform them on the policies the organization has taken. Somebody comes and say, what happened? They are not charging me 77 naira instead of 22 naira. I say, sorry. There is a new policy that's been formulated. You are giving them information. You see, you answer issues, you listen to their suggestion, and then you take down their words. You inform them of the recent happenings. Let them always understand that there is a management that brings up policies and issues. You are a customer service personnel. You relate policies. You don't make policies. So that they don't transfer their anger to you. Some people can be very angry with you. Let them know, please don't be angry with me here. I relate policies to you. I don't make policies. So who make the policies? We have our regional manager, the branch manager. Can I see him? You can see him. You are doing the right job. They can't sack you for that. It's a good job. But when you now tell them that, you should understand, we made this policy because, you are part of those that made this kind of, you see, you are bringing unnecessary anger upon yourself. When the person that made the policy is upstairs, you can go and meet them. That one, they know how to relate with him. Do you understand? So now with what I'm saying, I'm giving you the function because I found out that your questions seem to be more on the function of a customer service personnel, even though you asked it as functions of customer service manager. But I had to tell you the both functions so that any which way you are balanced. Are we clear with their differences and functions? All right, thank you very much for that question.